The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Check, lady. Check, 53, Mike. Come on, D. Hold up. 53 to Mike. 53, come on. Hey, keep it up. Mike.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Carson. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Penny, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Diva. 53.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing is Wilson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check the out. 21.
Coleman now. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go.
11. 65. 65.
Slam.
11.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Big stop, G. Alert.
A second down carry for Procise. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Run it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. D Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
13.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 49-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You ain't going nowhere.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you.
Two.
You got tight right there.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. 27 yards there, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Wilson to throw again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Wilson. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. To throw again is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike, 53, 53, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11. 21, 21.
Watch the eye. Switch.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
11, 11.
Hatchet.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Breida to get the third quarter started. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57. I got it.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go.
Here's Wilson throwing again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
57. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Wilson now. Going to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Lock! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! He's checking!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Hey, high 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go,
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 180.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Check. Shift. Check, check.
21.
On first down, it's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Here we go. 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 65. 11.
Under 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Here we go.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check 31.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Again, it's Penny. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it again with Penny. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
He wasn't ready.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Good touch.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
21.
Check 37. Back. Check 13.
Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch this.
He's back to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
21. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
Check it back.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
49, check 49.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.